Good evening and welcome to a finals edition. That's right, the Hamden Footy League Junior Footy and Netball Show. As always, joined by Georgia Gilmore. George, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Maddie.
Mate, great start to the finals last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good to see everyone out and about. The atmosphere everyone was packed, so yeah, I'm sure all the players had a bit of nerves going on.
And how good was the weather? First week of finals, I think we called it last week. Not looking as good this week. The forecast doesn't look as good as it was last week, but it must, I suppose, George, you're not playing. You did play in the Division 1 team. How did you fare there?
Yeah, we didn't come away with a win. I think we went down by about 3, but yeah, it was good to play in such good weather as well. So yeah, and with the crowd around.
And the crowd, and that's what I was going to say. It's good to kind of get a feel for it. Then you think, you know what, we're going to be part of finals action next year because this is brilliant.
Yeah, it just gives us a bit of a taste and makes us want it even more next year. So yeah, keen for next year.
Good stuff, Reggie. The footy, mate. Good win by the Blue Baggers on Saturday up at Camperdown. It was picture-perfect conditions, and mate, you played sensationally well. What I saw.
Yeah, no, it was an unreal game. Pretty big win for us. Hamilton were probably one of the top sides to beat. So yeah, it was good to knock them off on great weather and everything. And
it sets up an intriguing encounter against your kind of arch enemy in the South Wandle Roosters this Saturday. Winner straight through to a grand final, Red, so it's pretty big.
Yeah, there's a lot on line for this game, obviously, with the rivalry and everything. So yeah, it feels like finals already. So
yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, no, it's great.
Good crowd, wasn't it?
Yeah, good atmosphere and everything. So
brilliant. Now listen, in the other under-18 game, of course, last weekend, Cobden beat pretty comfortably over at Hanlon Park in Portland. Did you see that coming, or did you think that might have been a bit closer, Reg?
Yeah, I probably thought that would have been a little bit closer, to be honest, but both have got good sides. I think Cobden had both sides had boys that played in those 16 grannies come back to them, and yeah, just Cobden ended up being better on the day.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Cobden lived to fight another day. Coming back to the 17 under netball, George, Terang. They were too good for the Blues on Saturday.
Yeah, Terang actually surprised me. I thought that they wouldn't go as well without Alisoun, but I think Lara Clark really stepped up in that goal attack position and really held her own.
Yeah, good stuff. Good win by the Bloods. And then on Sunday, of course, Cobden beat the Hamilton Kangaroos. Always strong in the netball, Cobden, aren't they?
Yeah, I thought that could have gone either way, that game, but I feel like Cobden have a bit more structure than Hamilton, so yeah, it was good to see Cobden come away with a win.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, listen, all bodes well for a fantastic weekend of footy and netball this weekend. Of course, Saturday up at Terang Recreation Reserve, second semi-final, winners straight through to the grand final for 2023. And then on Sunday, we go to the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. A couple of cracking venues. As I said, the weather doesn't look as good this weekend as last weekend, but it's still hopefully going to be not too bad and the rain will hold off. One of our guests, or our special guest tonight, Scarlett O'Donnell from the Croydon Saints, has been kind enough to join us. Scarlett, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, mate, awesome. And second semi-final action this weekend. You're taking on Terang Mortlake. How have you fared so far against the Bloods this year?
Yeah, pretty well. We've had one win, one loss, but the second win that we won, we were able to finish on top, which gave us the first week off in finals, but we'll come up against them this week, which will be a really good game.
Congratulations on winning the best and fairest for the league. What's some things you've done differently this season that's really helped you improve to that success?
Yeah, thanks, Georgia. I think probably just worked a lot on my defensive structure a bit more in my game, especially playing up in that open grade has helped a fair bit as well. But yeah, sort of stepping into that defensive ring a bit, and definitely Jess and Jenna helping me out, coaching me has really helped, yeah.
You just touched on having the first week of finals off. Was that good, do you think, or was it a bit sort of like waiting around, or did you enjoy having that week off?
No, I think it was quite good to have the week off. Especially playing the both games, it gets quite it's quite a heavy load. So it was good to just play the same game on the weekend, have a rest of 17s. Yeah.
Did your 17s do anything in the week off, like a practice match against anyone else?
We did have a bit of a run around with Merivale on the Thursday night, just a light sort of game, but yeah, nothing too serious, and yeah, just had the weekend off.
Like you touched on before, you're qualified for Open. How do you reckon you'll go in that game?
Yeah, hopefully all right. Been playing okay in there in that wing defence role, which has been really exciting. Obviously couldn't get the win against Cobden on the weekend, but hopefully get the win against Warrnambool this weekend.
Yeah, it's good to see so much young talent coming through, and as Georgia touched on, congratulations on your best and fairest during the week, mate. Did you go there thinking that you've had a good season, you think you're going to poll well? And I know everybody says, "Oh, nah, not really," but you obviously knew that you'd played well throughout the year.
Yeah. Obviously, I had a pretty good season, but yeah, I knew that it'd be a very close count, which it was in the end, and just lucky enough to get a couple of votes clear and get the win. Yeah.
And a fantastic night, they tell me too. Plenty of kids there and plenty of parents, which is just sensational. The talent coming through is quite amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. I think there was a full house out there on Monday night, which was great to see. And everyone that got an award, so well deserved. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about for the opposition this week? Who are some of the players that we should be watching for, Scarlett?
Definitely Ava Grundy. She polled quite high as well. She's a great player, but they've got the Dixon twins. A lot of their shooters are quite good as well. Obviously, they've lost Alice, which is quite a loss and quite disappointing for her. But it'll still be a really tough game. A lot of players to look out for.
Yeah, awesome. Ava Grundy, she's a good player, isn't she? And she went viral last week, Georgia, on appearing on this show. There was a heap of support from Terang Mortlake for young Ava. She must be pretty popular, I reckon.
Yeah, I had a look at the comment section. She went pretty viral on that one. But she spoke really well last week as well, and she's an amazing player.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, listen, Scarlett, what a big week it's been for yourself personally. Is that the first time you've won like a league best and fairest, or have you fared pretty well in the past?
That's the first time I've won one. I've come runner-up a couple of times, but it was really, really good to be able to say that I've got one now. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Good on you, and obviously got a bright future playing in the Open team as well too, which is unreal. So we wish you all the best of luck come Saturday, mate.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, great stuff. Who's going to win that one, George?
I'm actually going to go Koroit. I just feel like Koroit have been too strong all this season, so yeah, I'm actually going to go Koroit.
Yeah, beautiful. And then on Sunday, it's Warrnambool taking on Cobden. This is a bit of a toss of the coin game as well, I reckon.
I reckon this will be a pretty close game. I reckon it will be appointed. I'm calling the margin now, but I might go Cobden. I just reckon Cobden had a really good game on the weekend. But it depends who shows up.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, and Reg, talking about under 16 best and fairest, Sammy Rhodes from the South Warrnambool Roosters, runaway winner in the end. Obviously played that last game of senior footy for South Warrnambool, kicked a couple of goals. He's a bright prospect, isn't he, young Sammy? And that was a really convincing win in that under 16 best and fairest.
Yeah, he's definitely gun. He's just a real skillful sort of player. Obviously, playing seniors at the end of the year would have topped it off for him, and then winning a BNF, so that's huge for him.
Yeah, it was a big margin too. And then in the under 14 footy, it was Ollie Turner from the Blues, mate. Heard big raps on this kid from Jimmy Stevens at South Warrnambool, who's had a sensational year. Tell us a little bit about Ollie, mate.
Yeah, he's a gun. All the 14s boys, they got a pretty good side. We've had a pretty good side this year, and they're just all close mates. And I see them putting in a bit of work. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And they just went down the prelim final. They didn't make it, did they, the Warrnambool boys? Defeated by South, who eventually went on and won that premiership as well. So, yeah, well done to all the award winners during the week. As I said, they said it was a fantastic evening and brilliant to see so many of the kids recognised in that way. Hey, listen, let's have a look at the footy on the weekend. South Warrnambool, Reg. It is going to be a big game, mate. Players to watch from the Roosters. Take us through some of them, buddy.
Bailey Osborne, he can pull out a lot of stuff, so I think he'll be one to watch. Flynn Wilkinson, he's one of their probably stronger players in the half year, and Mitch Wallen will be good through the ruck and that sort of thing. And they've got just a lot of solid players, so they're probably three main ones to watch out for.
Yeah, and do you reckon like a young kid like a Sammy Rhodes might probably play on the weekend too?
Yeah, I was just talking to him before the show, and I was asking what's his go this week, if he's going to play or not. But he said he'll find out tomorrow night. So yeah, hopefully he stays out there.
And what about you guys, mate? I see our man Sammy Carter was fantastic last weekend again. The kind of the boys that have had that senior experience are all playing and performing well, aren't they? Yeah,
well, I think once you get those younger boys, start getting them through the seniors, they come back to the under 18s and they start sort of being able to take in how much time they've got and the experience they've had. So yeah.
Jaden Wells, another one.
Yeah, that's been huge for him, just the way he's improved this year. And when he come back to the under 18s, he just looks like a whole different player.
Yeah, it's going to be a big game. How have you fared against the Roosters this year, Reg?
We played them earlier in the year and we had a pretty full side. I'm not sure if they had a full side or not, but we won by a fair margin, probably 40 points or so. And then the second time, I think we lost by about a goal up at the friendlies. So
it's going to be a ripper.
yeah, it should be a good game.
Good stuff. What about the first semi-final? There's no next week. It is Hamilton taking on the Cobden Bombers. What are your thoughts here, mate?
Well, I've just found out through the week that Hamilton have gone out in straight sets in all the juniors so far, so hopefully the under-18s don't, but Cobden played a very good game last week, so yeah, it could be a close one.
Yeah, I'm tipping it'll be a close one too, and geez, that's an unbelievable stat for the Hamilton Kangaroos, so they won't be happy with that one, that is for sure, and that's at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy on Sunday. We must thank our sponsors, Powercore, Sun Gold Milk, and of course McDonald's, Fresher Final Series of course, and these two are the McDonald's King and Queen. They head there straight after the show and they load up the car with whatever they can and have a bit of fun with it, don't you, George?
Yep, I love it.
Reggie, you need to stay off the junk food, mate. We're going to be on the straight and narrow, big fella. Hey, listen, it is going to be an enormous weekend of footy and netball. Get up there, support Terang Recreation Reserve on Saturday, second semi-final. The winners go straight through to a grand final. The losers still involved for 2023, so a fair bit at stake on Saturday. Then Sunday, there's everything at stake because you lose and you're out. It's as simple as that. But get along and support. That's at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. It's been a wonderful final series. I know we're only week one down, but the next.